Former Attorney General and now Queen's Counsel Darshan Rhamdanni is hoping for some adjustment to be made to the laws that deals with violence against women and girls. Rhamdanni, who is involved in the legislative component of the Spotlight Initiative, highlighted some of the recommendations put forward to stakeholders for review. The QC says violence is not always physical, however, noted inequality as one area that could most likely perpetuate one form of violence.
We have made a recommendation that the preliminary inquiry process, that oral preliminary inquiry, where witnesses have to stand up in the magistrate's court and go through this whole process as though they were standing before a jury, that should be abolished. And so we're making this recommendation as part of the Spotlight Initiative under the legislative reform component, that the need for paper committals should be brought on, should be something that we must examine carefully, examine it as carefully as we can. And there is no need, in my view, that there should be oral committal hearings continuing in Grenada or in any of the Caribbean countries or anywhere in the world.
The QC believes the process of hearing some matters is too tedious and would like the length of time for those hearings to be shortened and less traumatizing to the victims, who are usually young children.
Any person charged with a criminal offense is going to get a trial. We are not asking that trials be abolished. Right. You will have your day in court. You will have all of the safeguards in court. But why should we have to put a victim through this oral hearing twice, all these witnesses twice? We feel that this is unnecessary to provide justice to each side. We must find a system, and these are some of the recommendations that are being made currently. We must find a mechanism that will prevent that trauma being imposed on that child because the defendant himself is asking questions. And some of the recommendations that are being made will remove that. The court will have a power. In certain cases, the law will state clearly that the defendant should not ask these questions. And in certain cases, when he can ask, the court will still have a discretion to say, no, in this particular case, I'm going to put some special measures in place.
Rhamdanni highlighted the rippling effect this can have on all those involved in the process.
Impact emotionally, socially, psychologically, financially, and every other facet of human life is far-reaching, has a ripple effect, and we some of us can't begin to understand, including myself, how far this reaches.
Coordinator of the Spotlight Initiative is Elaine Henry McQueen. She explained that the sole purpose of the Spotlight Initiative, which is part of a wider global partnership, is to end the violence against women and girls.
We are grateful that through the UN and the EU, Grenada has this investment now, which can allow us to address gender-based violence or violence against women and girls in a comprehensive manner by looking at 6 pillars. One is law reform, which we're going to focus on today, but another is institutional strengthening. The third is prevention. The 4th is improving services. The 5th is data collection and processing. And the 6th is strengthening the women's movement and civil society.
Both individuals were guests on GBN's Mid-Morning Buzz with host Joseph Kador. Chrislina John, GBN News.